All right, welcome everybody. Mr. Realistic here. I am currently trading PolyUSD crypto. I am just swing trading it. Before we get into this, I'm trying some new um, recording software for YouTube Live. I don't really like the other ones; very basic and hard to see chats and everything. This one looks really nice compared to what I was using beforehand. So I think it'll be a lot um, more interactive and fun in my opinion. So I'm doing a test run right now while I'm doing some charting with crypto. Before we get into this, please know that I am not a financial advisor. All right, everything I say or do is purposely or is only for entertainment purposes. Okay, please do your own due diligence. All right. Now, we have been talking about moving averages and everything as well. I want to go over the MACD today a little bit as I've studied it a little bit more. What I like to do when I'm studying is I like to try and figure out things by myself. Like I'll learn it and then I just like to stare at it and just, I mean, basically um, see things that line up on with the moving averages going through the chart. All right, that's something I like solving puzzles and stuff, and it's just a massive puzzle to me. Um, Hold on, I'm getting messaged up on Twitter right now. Trying to do two things at once. All right, so we are going to be doing. Oh, there we go. Yeah, you saw that too. All right, so let's go through this. All right, so I tweeted out earlier that I was going in. Hey, Glazier, how's it going, man? Give me 1 second. Looks like I have to sign into chat. This actually cannot be forwarded to the live stream. All right, let's try this out. So, like I said, I'm setting up this new streaming software, so I might get some bugs here and there. Oh, there we go. Good morning. Oh, I got caps on. All right, there we go. Sweet, I like that. I'm actually probably going to add a nice little thing as well. What's up, Jordan? All right, everybody. So welcome. So if you just popped in, I'm recording this, just an FYI. I'm also just testing out some new software for YouTube Live. I think it looks a little more cleaner. The other one was extremely basic. It was really hard to focus for myself. I just haven't had the chance to actually go through something. Okay, so I am currently swing trading POLY USD on Coinbase Pro. Okay, so basically what I did, and I'm going to run through everything, is that, let's see, I'm just curious if all messages. Okay, so basically all I'm doing right now is looking for momentum plays just to swing and see so I can find out with the chart. So what I did first was I went on my trading view. Okay, let me minimize this so you can kind of see where I was at. All right, and if you go down here, there's this little drop down and I can do a stock, forex, or crypto screener. I clicked on crypto because it's the weekend. All right, and then I clicked on this cool guy right here, and I made some filters out. All right, so since I'm only doing Coinbase, I took the exchange and I just chose Coinbase. I'm looking for a high volume. All right, I'm looking for something with strong moving average rankings. You guys know, the moving averages mean a lot to me on my decision, and then my volume. Volume is key because that's how you get in and out of a place really easily. So while I'm doing this and going through, there's a bunch of other things I'm looking at as I'm going down the list here. Um, I don't think I checked. I think everything I checked goes to the top. So we're good to go on this. So I'm gonna X out. I got my settings and it gave me all of this. I clicked on volatility. So the volatility is the swing percentage. Okay, how much a stock is moving, and I like high volatility because we're gonna get a lot of price action movement. So Poly was number one. CVC is another thing I'm looking at as well. But you can also look at the volume. Volume's a lot higher over here on on Poly. I looked over here at XYO. I didn't like the MAs for short swing trades, so that's why I stuck with this one and still looking at CBC. Um, so that's how I got there. So I opened up a chart here, okay, and then I entered. I was following the MACD down here. So I noticed something with the MACD. I'm going to show you um, on the hourly. Let me look at the before we get into the actual chart. I was studying the toner chart last night, and just staring at it basically. And like I said, I like to just look at things, and I like to just look at it as a puzzle and try to solve that puzzle. So let's do this. Let's minimize this guy. All right. So on the hourly of toner, I was looking through it. Okay, like I told you all, I'm not very I'm just learning the MACD. I haven't really had time to really get into it as much, and I'm really going to because this is why. All right, so if we look at the MACD here, okay, and let's look at when the blue line, the MACD line, crosses over the smooth line, that orange line right here. So we see it crosses up right here. That puts us at price point somewhere in between 115. Okay. This is back on October 18th. We entered here. All right. And we're watching it as it goes up. Okay. And we exit when it crosses below here. All right. I don't know if I would do that until I got a clear indication because see how it bounces up and comes over. But if you rode that the whole way and then once it makes this absolutely certain downturn right here, okay, you're talking about getting out right up in the 140, 150 range, okay, right over in here, 153. This is on the first bump, by the way. And then look, it just kind of crashes. No, I don't want to say crashes. It kind of just falls down afterwards, and you just follow that indicator, all right? And you see the separation. Remember, histograms are the separation in between these lines. Now, what I didn't realize, and I was trying to figure out, because like I said, I just haven't had time to really study it. We've got the positive indicators on the top and negatives on the bottom. And now I realize what they are, okay, just by staring at it and looking at it. If you were below this on a negative point spread with the lines, it's because look, it goes negative once it goes over below a long-term um, moving average line. Okay, as soon as it goes behind under that 50, look what it did. It dropped into the negative zone down here. All right, and then you keep going down. Look, if it does the 200, same thing. It just stays down. All right, and then look what happens. Okay, look at the positive zone. Look when we come up to the positive zone, okay? Look, we're crossing over the 200, or excuse me, the 50 back again, and now it's in the positive range. That's a good sign, all right? And we're staying over the positive range, all right, here. Now, recently, okay, look at this. If we got in, okay, right at this MACD crossing on the hourly on November 15th at 1 p.m., okay, we were looking about entry at 119. All right. If we rode this out and then exited, right, when we got that southern cross, that bearish cross on the MACD, look where the candle is. Okay. The thing drops pretty hard. So it drops from that 140. That was a clear indication of getting out because look at the separation and how it's down. Now, this is why I'm considering um, toner on a reversal. Um, Look how the MACD is closing in right here. It's going to come up. What I think that's going to happen though is I don't know if we'll find some resistance first, but once this comes up over on the positive side, that means we come back over the moving averages, which is a good sign. So what we're looking for is this to do. So that being said, I'm kind of taking all that into perspective. Um, and using that on crypto to see how it works today. All right, so with that being said, let's go over to the poly chart. Okay, I've been looking at this thing for a while now. Um, it's not really doing what I was thinking it would do and expecting, but this is what I was thinking. All right, so I was looking at it over here. Okay, I was looking at the MACD crossing right here of entry. As you can see, there's no spacing in between, so it's running parallel and back down. So that's not good. All right, and now we're below the 50. That's why this is below here. I was thinking the cross up north, all right, moving it up. But the problem was the 21 was still moving south, all right. So this is why it brought it back down. Still very bullish on it. What's nice about TradingView is it gives you these nice indicators down here at the bottom right. Okay, so if I click on more technicals, watch what pops up. All right, and notice we have all of these time frames up at the top. All the time frames that I like to use. I'm going to start introducing the 4 hour in my charting as well. But I mean, just look. All right, we got the weekly. I don't really use the monthly on here. I mean, like crypto, I'm not really. I I, I don't think I'll hold long. Is the idea is a swing trade just for learning purposes right now. So yeah, I'm just going to go off of that. But look, strong buys based on the moving average, and the oscillators are a buy based on the weekly. Okay, summary, it's a strong buy. All right, it's nice. It gives you all of these values. All right, buying values. Now, if we go to the daily here, now let's look at it. All right, still at a strong buy, or excuse me, a buy. Okay, you got some friends are some that have it at neutral, some have it at buy, neutral, buy. I like the buys. I like the moving averages based on the daily that I saw, and it gives you all. Look at simple moving average, exponential, and it gives you the value that it's at, which is really cool. It's a lot of information that we're getting here. So as we're going through here, 4 hour buy, 2 hour, okay, neutral, buy, strong. All right, these will fluctuate just like a meter, hourly right there as well. Okay, so 30-minute still there, 15-minute. All right, 15-minute now shows a sell zone. Okay, right here. But since the stronger averages, okay, the stronger time frames, all right, and the moving averages are strong buys, I'm comfortable holding the position. All right, for that. Now let's look at the 5. The 5 has moved to sell zones, okay? But we've got to remember this, all right? The 1, the 3, the 5, the 15, the 30, these things can be moved so easily, all right? I'm not really thinking so much of a day trade. I'm more thinking of a swing. So a couple days is fine with me, especially when if I go to the day, like strong buy, buy. I mean, it's beautiful. So let's go over and look. So Poly hasn't been on Coinbase very long, and that's why you don't get much of this. So if it's been on other exchanges, you'll probably get more info from it. But I've noticed some exchanges have different price points. And learning and reading about things, they call it arbitrage. So what will happen is people will buy it on a lower exchange and immediately transfer that to another exchange that offers it at a at a higher price. So if I bought low, transferred and got more out of it, that makes sense. That's the arbitrage that they're talking about. So the weekly is bullish based on what we can see out of it. Okay. Now we're going to the daily. All right. We don't even have the 200 on here because of it hasn't even been on there for the amount of time that we need. So we just need the MACD crossing over here, which is getting close, all right? So what we want to see is this MACD heading north on the daily. RSI is nice and cool, okay? Look, we even got a little upturn on the stochastic oscillator or momentum index. Such a crazy name. So I like this for a daily push, in my opinion. It's just consolidating, and I want to see it go. Now look, now we've got the hourly, okay? And hourly, we're looking at a couple crosses here, okay? You got the long-term bullish crossing coming in a couple days, all right? So you've got the 50 going over the 200, which is bullish, all right? It's held above the 200 beautifully here, okay? Look at the separation. Everything's heading up. A couple days, this thing's going to be a beaut. All right, so no rush on my opinion on this. Now, based on what I'm seeing, is this looks like a couple day hold in my opinion. Um, I'm I'm definitely unless this thing spikes out of nowhere and goes up, I'm not selling. It doesn't make much sense on that. All right. Now let's go to the 30. Okay, look, 30-minute. Okay, golden cross coming in. All the indicators are beautiful. Why the heck would I sell? Doesn't make any sense. Getting strong buy indicators down low as well. Okay. I mean, look right here. We've got the 8 coming down, curling in. It'll probably touch right here. Look, it's finding 21 as support on the 15 right here and probably bounce. All right, so let's continue to backtrack. Keep an eye on the MACD. Let's go back to the 30. So we could see a bearish crossing on the MACD right here. So we could see it come down. It could, but I don't see it coming down. If it does come this low, then I'll buy more, bring my average down as it's going up through the time frame. Um, but yeah, see, it's finding this 21 moving average as support right now, which is beautiful. So that's really what I'm kind of waiting on, seeing what ones hold. The thing with the MACD that I'm trying to get through, I mean, look at this. I mean, they run so tight. So you see this and you can't really freak out. You gotta use it as a indicator and kind of move off of what you see. Okay. I think MACD based on the hourly would suggest a lot more because it's a stronger one. So if I'm looking at here, all right, look, it's bullish as all get out. All right, on there. So I'm still the debate's out still on the max, so I'm gonna wait on that. But let's keep the level on the 15. Um, what I'd like to see is it holding this, 759 level right here, even if the wick drops below it. Not big. Body in there is fine. So that means the length of the candle. Not a huge deal in my opinion. Um, and like I said, this isn't going to be a day trade. This is going to be a hold and then go. So basically, what I'm getting at here is um, I'm waiting for this, okay, this MACD on the 5 minute to curl up, come in that positive zone, because what I'm thinking is since on the 5 this is good to go, but on the 3 minute it wasn't. So I took entry when and I was just trying to go off the Mac, and that wasn't smart, obviously. Um, so it's coming up here, okay. But what we need this Mac or this 21, all right, also to be curling up as well. Since it was flat, I was thinking it would come down and then they'd both push up together. I think that eventually happens, and that's when they'll work together. Um, but really, those short-term MACDs seem to be very unreliable. And this is what I want. And this is what I want to go through. Um, Polymath. Uh, sure. I know, Anthony, I know very little about crypto, man. I am literally just having fun and trying to see how charts work with crypto and with the moving averages and everything. Just kind of learning through the week. Um, and just kind of going as it goes. So if you're just popping in, I'm just kind of seeing if it holds that 15, 21 right here, right around that 7585. And if it doesn't, it turns around. I'll probably add to my position um, because I would see a massive pennant building right here on the 15. So if we took this right here. Let's assume that this is going to go. I'm just kind of predicting the future right now. All right, there you go. That's nice. That gave us more information. All right, so we're sitting at the 15. Okay, so what I'm thinking is I need to move that over. All right, this is what I'm thinking right here. Okay, so since now that we have more information because the 15 just came up, next 15 minutes will give us more. So we're gonna see how this holds up. Obviously, you'd have the trend line right here. Obviously, it broke that, so now we're kind of looking at a pennant. But look how it's bouncing off the trend in the 21 right now. So it's at 7.6. It's holding the 21 beautifully on the 15, and that's what we want to see. Notice how the volume's picking up and going through. Like I said, this is not a day trade kind of thing. I think this thing is actually gonna push north because if we look at the daily RSI, it's sitting beautifully down here at in the 50s. Okay, so really nice in my opinion for that. So we're getting those steps built right here on the hourly, on the 30 minute. We had a massive red candle. Okay, and remember we've got to have these pullbacks. They've got to be there. So if the let's assume that the and just take a guess that the 21 fails right here, okay? All right. I don't think it would go down to the bottom of the support at 716. I think that's too far down for a retracement. I really do think the 21 will hold, but let's just hypothesize and say that it doesn't. All right. So let's let's say that it doesn't hold the 15 21. So the next one I'm looking at, since we have such a large green candle here, all right, we would use the base of this as a support based on the SP. All right, but since there's no support in here because we don't see it, what I'm going to be using for my long-term support, my stronger support, is the moving averages. So I'd go to the 30-minute time frame here, and I would look and I'd say, all right, we've got 7237. All right, at the top of the 21 here. Let's look at the hourly. All right. So then I'd go to the hourly. This one makes more sense to me. Okay. So next one I would use is the hourly 8MA. All right. And it makes sense because it tends to run alongside the 8 day moving average on the hourly and on the daily for that matter. The 8MA, it likes to hug it and like run up with it. So it would not shock me or surprise me if this goes down to the 7622 level. Or sorry, excuse me. You can see Poly on the right side. It's currently at the 76 level. It would not surprise me if it goes to 7474, okay, and bounces off of that. Because if we go back, all right, and we scroll back through this hourly, look how it hugs the 8MA the whole way up, okay? So as it goes, I mean, literally, if we keep going, it's just hugging this 8MA all the way through. So a good buy to me, um, in my opinion, would be this level right here once it hits here. So I'll probably set a buy for let's see. I haven't sold anything. I was just like I said, I'm just kind of playing around with it. But I will put a buy at 7 4 7 or 7 4. Let's see if I'd see if I get a little lucky in it, like I get this wick kind of punched through here. Um, 7 4 5 7 or something like that, so that it comes through and it punches. Then I'm gonna grab it. Brings down my average significantly before the jump as well. But yeah, so that's what I'd be looking for right now. Is it holding the 15, okay, or excuse me, the 21-day moving average on the 15-minute chart? If it doesn't, then I'm looking at the daily, or excuse me, the hourly. Gosh, there's so many time frames. All right, it would make sense to me that it would touch this. But keep in mind here, okay, and I want you to keep in mind here, since these candles are every hour, okay, we got a huge spike up 4 hours ago. Okay, so this doesn't surprise me at all. So keep in mind this is going to go up in 41 minutes. Okay, so it's probably going to go up right around here, which means this candle is probably going to touch the 8MA on the next spot at the 7.5 level if it doesn't hit it here now. Okay, so it's either going to hit this low or it's going to wait and it's going to hit when it comes up. You can see the sell pressure come in right now. All right, so let's go back to there. All right, so we're failing at the 21 right now. Okay, so now that we're failing there, I completely believe that we're going to hit this 7. I got to get the zone again. All right, the 7.4.5 level right here. There you go. Hit it right there. Look, it's hitting the 8 right now. All right, you're getting huge sell pressure right now from it. Um, So we're watching it as it goes through. So it's bouncing off of there, and you can see how it affects the 8, how it pushes it down and pops it back up. All right, so you're getting heavy, heavy, heavy sell pressure because of that. Could it come down to this next level at 7.2? It could, but everything leads me to believe, based on all the indicators and everything, that this is the level that is going to hold. All right, the 747 level. Okay, so. In my opinion, I believe that this level is a strong um, support level for moving through this as well. So let's go over, let's see the 15. It's bouncing up, coming back up, trying to hold that this level right up here, this 21. Okay, so let's take that pennant out. It's obviously below it. I'm gonna go to the hourly. Okay, I bet you it runs up through here, bounces off the bottom, and comes up. So if we're running through, all right. So A, B, yeah, it's just too large of candles right now. Trying to hold it up. All right. Okay, so now we're going to get a bearish MACD crossing because look, the 8 is coming below the 50. So look, it's making its way, all right, into the negative MACD territory on this 5-minute chart, okay? So what we would be waiting for is for this to cross back up and over into the positive side. So they're trying to get some consolidation and hold this level right here. And the 15, 20 minute, 21 MA. Look, see, they're trying to hold that. All right. Very strong support right now. They're trying to hold it. The wick does not matter. It's the body of the candle that we really want to hold. It's got to go until 10:30 a.m. Eastern time that I'm going through. And look at this strong buying support that is now coming in. Okay. So maybe it holds the 21. Look, now we got a reversal. This is where you got to um, kind of watch it. So, I mean, look at this turnaround right now. All right. For eh, for me, I would love to see, based on the position that I entered in, this strong turnaround right here. This is strong. Look at this push. This is fantastic. Let's go to a shorter time frame so you can really see. That's a 5-minute right there. Um, and look what we're sitting on. Um, Basically, the 1 minute's probably trying to turn. Yeah, so the 1 minute's going to find resistance at the 50 because remember, it acts as that lid on the pot that keeps the steam down. Okay, so we're looking for these two to come up together to push above it. Then we'll find some resistance at the 7-9 level for um, the 200. So look, they're really trying to push it up, and they're going to find resistance right here at the 50 as well. Look at the MACD, bullish crossing upwards, but we still need to get above this 50 for this to go onto the positive side of the MACD. As you can see, all right, the stochastic turned over, and once it turned over into this line, that was a good entryway. As we can see, look at the huge spike from when this crossed from the bottom here and the green over the red, okay, right into here. If you took that entry, you took it at probably about 7.5 ish, maybe a 7.5, 7.8, and then you're already up to 7.7, okay, and make your way. So that was a good entryway for you. But now we're looking for, see, we're getting resistance right here at the 50, which is fine. Let's see if we find the 21 or the 8 as support, and then push it back up because I truly believe that 21 MA on the 15 was the play there because that 8 MA on the hourly is going to go up on the next hour and it'll meet it. So as we continue to go, morning oh 09, I really think we're going to find support at the 21 and 8 because look, they're going to cross bullishly in a second on the 1 minute chart um, as we go. So keep in mind these are 1 minute candles, so we're going to get some really quick feedback, which is really nice. And this is a good way of learning your charting because you take the moving averages, you take your oscillators, you take your momentum indicators, the MACD, stochastic. You look at the RSI, where it's at, kind of deal. Everything's good. Everything shows great on here. So what I'm basically looking for is I want this 21 to start coming up. Okay. I want this 8 to come over the 21. All right. Look, see how it's acting as support right now. Okay. So we're trying to push it down. Let's see what happens. I firmly believe that 8 is going to be strong enough to hold it up. Um, and then we're going to get a reversal because look, we had a huge green candle. All right, so now we're going to do this. See how they're getting closer here? So now I believe we'll get a green candle here or slightly red or slightly some. It's either going to be either slightly red or it's going to be green or full green. We're going to get a big push here within the next minute, in my opinion. But we really need, remember, we really want the 21, okay, this blue line, not to continue down. It really can't make that push until it starts curling up, and it curls up based on buying. Okay, so if we go back over here, look it, we're going down, we're going down, we're going down, consolidating, it's starting to flatten out, and then boom. Okay, huge buy on the 1 minute makes it go up. It's very easy for this thing to turn around. So if we hit some big buys here soon, look, we already got a wick up here, so they tried to push it up when I was just talking. So you're gonna, in my opinion, you're gonna see consolidation. All right, consolidation and go. Sellers could win. Who knows? We're about to find out. Look how close it's going. Here we go. This should be the green zone right here. This is starting to flatten out. We're either getting some consolidation, we're going to get a big push green. Look how the moving indicators move with the SP. All right, if it goes green, watch it. It's going to push it up hard because the 1 minute is the weakest indicator right here. Okay, so let's watch as it goes here. Come on, let's go. I have second time frame seconds. I might try that out in a second. It might hurt our heads for a second, but we'll see how it goes. Let's wait a minute here because I'm kind of curious. We're coming up on a 30-minute um, time. So if we go to the 30-minute, what do we have on there? All right, so we got a long-term bullish golden cross coming in on the 30-minute, getting closer on that. Okay. Very beautiful here. All right. Notice we're getting close to a doji on here and we're finding support on the 1521 MA. All right. No surprise there as we're talking. Doji means indecision, means that it opened and closed at the same. So it's basically a plus sign. It's got a wick above and below. And I firmly believe the sellers are going to lose here and the buyers are going to win, and that 21 is our support, and this is where we'll see the reversal. So right now on the 30, if this shows great support and then we get a green bullish candle behind, I'm a buyer as I figure that we will be pushing up. If you were really risky and you wanted to take a gamble, basically, you would make an entry at 10:30 here saying, all right, I see the support here, and I firmly believe this is bottom and we'll catch up. But that would be a very risky decision to take. You really want to see some multiple green candles afterwards. Wait for a bullish crossing on the MACD somewhere upwards. We're still getting that consolidation here on the 3 minute. Okay, and then we just got a crossing on the 1 here. All right, like I said, the 50 is going to act as this the act as that resistance. We're waiting for that 21 to curl up with the 8. Usually the best way to do that is to get some consolidation, some sideways to make it flatten out, and then they push up together with the 8 on top. And then we'll see it break through as this 50 gets a little closer here. So in the next couple minutes, break through. Let me go check out the small time frames. I'm pretty sure there's second intervals. I'll get a little bit of lag here. Here we go. Yeah, I've just got them down. Oop. All right, so seconds. Ooh, man, this thing is not wanting to work with me right here. All right, let's do a 30-second interval. Oh, all right, so this is where you get your premium, your upgrade, your seconds. I don't really care about seconds. It doesn't bother me at all, so I'm not going to do seconds. So we'll stick to the minute. Um, Getting a heavy sell pressure still. But let's see if it holds the 75969. Look at where this is held on multiple levels here. So firmly believe we'll get a buying push here shortly. I could be wrong. Let's just watch and find out. Gotta get a nice reversal. It's just we just need some buys. All right. All right, so 10:30 just kicked in on my side. So let's see here. Still getting heavy sells. Still thinking we'll get some heavy buys here soon. I'd be shocked. All these indicators are very bullish. Okay, so let's run through here. Look at the consolidation here on the 3. So we want this to flatten out. It's going to continue to go. All right. Got a slight downtrend right here on the 5. It's going to consolidate here, in my opinion. 15. Okay, 15, we held the 21. We want to continue to hold it right here. Try to get that either consolidation or uptick. Okay, 30-minute. Okay, 30-minute. We finished at a big old hammer. So now we're looking for on the hour, we're seeing if it holds this level on the 30. So I'm not showing signs of buying yet at this current moment. Notice it came down and almost touched the 8. A sweet buy, in my opinion, would be anywhere near that 747 level right there. So I'm probably going to deposit some money and put something right at the 747 just in case it hits it again. Um, Looking at all, oops, did I just hit Crow? Sometimes you just hit the wrong buttons there. Check back on this real fast. Yeah, I was curious about that as well. So right here, we're literally just waiting on consolidation. Because look, the 3-minute is going to come up. Notice how it's curling up already. There's no way I'm going to get it at that low. Look, this is going to start curling up, and this is going to start pushing above here. Let's go back to the minute. I'm telling you, we're getting buys soon. Here's the buys. Knew it was coming. Big green candle coming in. There it is. Look at that massive green candle. See, I mean, every indicator was leading us to believe that we were going to get some strong buys. We're going to get a strong push towards the 50. Um, it just takes time. I mean, we were showing, if I take a horizontal line, we were showing a very strong. Um, Man, why is this not acting right today? Yeah, I don't know what's going on with my thing here. It's like lagging like crazy. Um, So if we put a trend line right, where was it? Right here. Okay. Look how we bounced off of here multiple times. All right. We hit this zone and then it came back up. But look, 1, 2, held back up and it's going. So it held that 759 area really, really well. So that led me believe that it wasn't going beneath there. And now you're going to have the 21 and the 8 bullishly move, and they're going to break above, in my opinion, this 50. Soon as the 50 just needs to flatten out, because remember, just like the 21, all right, we can't really break above it while it's falling down like this. Okay, we got to wait until it flattens out so that we can come up together. So the same thing happens, but with a stronger indicator. We really need this 50. All right, notice how it's going down, how it bounces off and it continues to go down. So what we're waiting for is this thing to flatten out. What's nice is this 200 is flattening out already. So once we punch through here, we should be able to punch through the 200 and get on top. And that's a bullish run right there. Okay. So now we are on top of the 50, and now we want to see it on the minute hold the SP and use the 50 as a support level. That would be awesome. Okay, that would allow these to come up and above, all right, which would cause the MACD line and the smooth line to come back over to the positive side. So right now, I would probably put a buy as support on the 7732 level, just in case it hit there. That my buy zone would be there. Obviously, it's not enough money, but I'm sure there's a lot of buys right here, and it would hit it and go. Okay, so going through. All right, so let's see here. Let me go back to my side and go to my app. Boop-a-da-boo. All right, so let's see. I have to make a deposit on my phone. Want to capture this because this is definitely going to run. I mean, everything is screaming a reversal here. Um, Checking. Yeah. Yep, 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 yep. I really like Coinbase Pro. I thought it wasn't. I thought it was just this kind of crap. The only thing that sucks about crypto is your money's stuck in there for a week. You got the nice thing is you can trade instantly with it, but that money you can't take out for a week. But whatever. I mean, you're kind of good to go. All right, so I just put in. I'm gonna put it. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait until I see what happens here to buy. So I'm gonna go get ready to buy something. Okay, on Poly. So Poly. Oops. All right, I'm gonna go to the buy. All right, and then let's see what price I can put it at. Let's look at everything over here before I actually put in a buy. So I'm going to start at the hourly and work backwards here. So, okay, obviously a steal buy would be 749 level, that 8 MA. I'm not in a rush to buy anything right now. We've got a golden cross coming in. Looks like it's holding this line, okay? 759, okay. 15 is showing signs of a absolute breakup and break upwards and not allowing this 8 to go below the 21, which is very bullish. Okay. So right here on the 5, all right, right here on the 5 minute, I want to see this MACD line come above the smooth line and come over to the bullish side, bullish territory. And look, it's making that upwards movement there. Okay. We need this 50 to flatten out a little bit. So on the 3 minute, once this punches up, and we need this 21 to work together and punch up above that. So I think that will happen based on the minute right here. All right, so we're finding support on the 50. So I am going to put a buy order at 7727 just in case it hits. 7727. It might be a little higher. I'll do 7731. Okay, it's not a huge difference for me. Okay, so that for 500 bucks, that puts me at about 645. So I'm going to put that order in right there. Okay, let's see if it hits that. I'm going to have it act as support. Okay, if it hits it, it'll help keep it above that 50. Okay, at the same time, it'll help me bring my average down. And obviously, it's not a lot of money, so I can't do much. So I'm just kind of taking advantage of what I see on here. Um, I mean, literally, we're waiting for the 21 just to come above the here, see if it hit it. Well, obviously it should have. All right, so it did. So I got it. All right, so right now I'm sitting at a little bit. It hit below it too. So maybe it's bouncing right off of it. See the 21 act as it. Let's see it go. Everything right here is telling me that it should bounce off the 21. If anything, there it goes. Hits the 21. All right. See if the 21 holds as it should. Okay. We're getting close here. So now it held the 21 for that minute. Now I'm expecting a big green candle to come up and push this 21 up on the minute. All right. We really want to see it hold right there. But look, this is showing me that it's hugging this 8 the whole time, and the 21, I mean, anytime it turns around, people are just buying it and it's pushing back up. So I feel like this 21 um, is pretty solid. I could be incorrect. Let's just see. Like I said, this isn't a day swing. This is a days. All right, so let's see. All right, so we're at the 1040. So we got some feedback on the 5 minute. Look at three's coming in beautifully. We just need this 21 to straighten out. Okay, we want to see this 21 straight out too. It's going to take time. Okay, 15. All right, look, we're sitting on the 21 beautifully. All right, that's what I wanted to see. Okay, happy with that. Okay, so we should get some strong buys here very, very soon. 30-minute. Remember, the 15's coming up soon. All right, look, this is showing me right here. We had a huge red candle. Now we're getting a nice hammer in the making here. All right, so at the top of the hour, all right, I'm expecting it to kind of probably be right around the 7-7 area, if not more. It could take a huge jump just based on these other indicators. All right, so we have broken the 21. Look at the sell resistance right now on this. Let's see if it holds right around this trend line right here, because look how it's bounced off of here. So this would be another great support level as well. Let's watch and learn. All right, so we are at 1042. If it goes below, I believe this thing fully. Notice that the 200 or the 50 is flattening out even more, which means on the next push, I feel very bullish that this will break up and above that 50 moving average. Just kind of gotta wait. All right, I feel that trend line is going to hold very strong based on what we've seen over the last several minutes right here. All right, it's bounced off of it 4 times. It stayed above it going through. I feel the same. I feel like it's going to do the same exact thing. Okay, so next time what I would do is I would put my buy zone right here. Okay, don't have that FOMO kind of action. Um, and actually it wasn't even a hit. I, so I would have probably missed out on that. Maybe it hits here. Let's see, because we do have a little bit of a bearish crossing coming on the short term. I think we get a strong buy here to push it up, though. I'm telling you, that line, this 7592 level is really strong. We're going to get a push up here, and we're going to push up and break above the 50. Notice how the 50 is completely horizontal now. It makes it very more possible that we are going to break above that and hold it and use the 50 now more as support. Whereas over here, look at the angle. I mean, literally, the smallest angle makes a huge difference. Okay, so what we want is we want this to kind of flatten out so that this can come through, and this will flatten out more once this comes above here and holds this level. Then we're going to find some resistance up here at the 200. Okay, but look, we're talking about 769 right here, and we're talking about 79 at the top, and this is going to come down slightly as well as it flattens out. So we don't want the 200 to come down per se. We want it just to stay flat. All right, so going through here. Technically, I'm down 78 bucks right now, so that'll change here shortly, in my opinion. Hopefully. So it's just learning curves, but I fully believe that this is about to break through the 1 minute going on top of the 50 MA. All right, so let's tune in and watch. Let me bring up the seconds on here. That's what I like about my brokerage things. Oh, you know what? I'm an idiot. I think I did this last time too. Seconds is down here, right here. Okay, so we've got 10 seconds going in. Um, and I fully believe we're going to get a strong push here soon. Yep, look at the volatility going on now. That's that volatility that we really want. And it's really fun to watch some volatility go on and really push through. So 50 is acting as resistance right now. All right, we need strong buys to push up and above. This is no surprise right now. Okay, but like I said, I fully believe that we're going to break through this 50 right here, and 50 is going to act as our support. Okay, so there we go. We're over the 50. It's not official until the minute goes through. We've got 30 seconds left. All right, so look at that flying up. Okay, pretty cool stuff. Watch. I want you to watch the small moving or short-term moving averages. So the 8, the green line, and the blue line as it goes up, it's going to make it curl, and it becomes a lot more noticeable in the 1 minute because they're so easy to do. There's your green candle going up, so that was obviously a strong buy. Even though I didn't catch bottom, it doesn't bother me. Even if I put it at that white support line at 759, I wouldn't have been able to catch bottom because you can see the wick didn't touch it, so I would have missed out. All right, so now look, we've got both of the MAs, the short terms, working together, coming up and above, and now we're going to cross over, in my opinion, the 50. So let's find out if it does or not. We're going to always going to find strong selling resistance. But I firmly believe that we should be coming over this 50 very, very, very shortly. Look at the 21. All right, so notice the 8 is slightly moving down, but the 21 is still cranking up, and that's because the 21 is stronger than the 8, obviously, 3 times almost. So as long as that 21 goes up, it doesn't really matter. And now let's see, 8 seconds, 5, 4, and it's gonna push up closer, and then it's just gonna bust up and through. Here we go. All right, here we go. Here comes the buys, in my opinion. The 50 is going to eventually go down and then come back, start curling up. And we're going to have to wait for the same thing for the 50 to do what the 8 and 21 did with the 200 on the minute. And then once we break out of that, then we're on just a tear. Okay, it's going to be beautiful. So look through. I am now 71. Nope, now $70 down. Um, that's going to change very shortly, in my opinion. I don't even know what my average is. Let me show you average on here. No, I'd have to look at it. Not really worried about it. All right, so we've got 10 seconds left on the minute. And then as soon as these all cross through, we should see some bullish breakouts, probably break out above the 200 and then bounce off and below. We'll see. All right, so here comes our crossing. 50 is completely acting as support. We should find a lot of buys here. If you are trying to short this or sell this right now, that would be an extremely bad move, in my opinion, based on the technicals here. All right, let's look at the MAC. All right, notice the MAC positive side means right here we crossed over. You made an entryway right at this. Okay, you got right here, you got the sevens. Okay, 7-7, and now you're going here. Here's the push. All right, we should see some strong pushing here in um, the next several minutes. It's like salt and pepper in here. Salt and pepper here. We're in effect. All right, 10 seconds. Here we go. Here we go. All right, man, this is fun stuff, making money, right? Learning and making money. Well, I technically haven't made anything yet, but feel pretty confident. All right, let's see where I'm at now. Ooh, only down 50, no, $53. Okay. Huge push though. We see it coming. So look at the wicks. Look at the wicks here. Okay. Look at all of these. Okay. Look at the tops of all these candles. Okay. So we want to break above these. We're finding resistance right here at this level. Look how it's done it 2 times. It came close on this way. So look, we broke that resistance. We want to hold that right above there on the lines. Okay. So we're gonna definitely find resistance up here at the 200. Um, right up in her. Okay, let's check some other things as we know this is going to continue up. Let's see how it's affecting the 3-minute chart. Okay. Oh, what do we got going on in the 3-minute? We're getting a curl up on the 21 and we are doing it on the 8. These are going to work together. Remember how the 50 is flattening out and the same thing's going to happen to the 3-minute. But we're going to find resistance here. Let's see what level this is. The resistance is at on here. We've got resistance at 7855. Let's go back to the minute, see where that 200 resistance is at. 79. Okay, so very close to both of these. Let's go to the 5-minute. Okay, curling up hard here. We need the 5-minute to flatten out here. This will start flattening out as we get those buys and pushing this up. Okay, but it's just all the way. All right, so look here. Let's see if this is a smart buy. Right now, I would say no, just because it probably goes sideways because of this is going down. Right? It still technically hasn't crossed yet. All right, so we're going to get some resistance here. Bullish cross on the short term. Need the 21 to curl up. Notice how it got really close to the 50 here and bounced back down. No surprise. But it's just a chain reaction. So now that we're here, so now we're waiting for the 1 to do its thing, waiting for the 3 to do its thing. It's going to kind of bounce off, bring the 1 down, then revamp them back up. Okay. So it's just, I believe, firmly believe this is bottom right here at 7592. All right, that area is bottom. We're waiting for the this 50 to start curling up, really. So it really doesn't matter. Look at this. We're building steps, coming up, building step, going up, building step, and I I see us doing this and then getting a pullback as the 50 starts to curl. 1 minute's nice because you can see it every minute, obviously. So as we continue to watch in, I firmly believe this thing continues to push up. We're at 7-8 level, currently down $50. So we're seeing a huge turnaround. All right, so next thing we're going to want to see is break above this level right here at the 782 level. All right, that's what I'm looking for, 782. If we could do that and push up, I would like to come over the 200. Obviously, it's going to be hard to do because of that 3-minute 50 moving average is sitting at that 7, 8.5, I think it was, or something like that. Or was this the 7, 8.5? Yeah, because this is 7, 9. The other one's 7, 8, 9.5. So, ooh, get some buys. All right, people are starting to see it. Volume will start picking up, which they catch on. Bullish crossing. Remember, we got that resistance level right about here. All right, look what's happening to the 50. It is flattening out, which means, all right, which means that we are looking for a breakout next time that these moving averages get close to the 50. All right, it's got to get a little closer. All right, for it to break. So it'll act as resistance first time. It'll bounce off and below. 200's below, so we don't even have to worry about that on the 3-minute. All right, let's go to the 5-minute. 200 is beneath, should be beneath it on it. Yep, is beneath it on here. So as soon as it breaks up here and there, we're golden, golden. All right, so literally waiting for the 5-minute to go above the, just the 5-minute, I'm sorry. Yes. So we're waiting on the 5-minute to go above the 50. Okay. That'll happen after we get the 3-minute above the 50. And the 3-minute above the 50 will happen after we get it, or right around when we get above the 200 over here, because that'll push this up and in. So look at the separation in between the 50 and the 200. So it's going to take a little bit of time for this to happen and for it to go above. Through here, but look, we're flattening out here. The 200 is flattening out. So what's going to happen is we're going to get strong buys here. It's going to push this 50 on the 1-minute up. All right. So here you go. Here's some strong buys coming in. And then you're going to get this. Look at how the 50 is flattening out. And this, as soon as these get closer, it's going to punch through. So the 3-minute 50, all right, is probably firmly believe we're going to find some resistance here and then come back down. We might do this right here, and we might come up on top of it and try to do this. Then we do here, and then the same thing that we did on the 1-minute. So let's see if that happens. See if we break the 50 here, kind of sit on it on the 3-minute, and then come back down and then push up and above. All right, so here we go. Breaking the 50 here. We're going to find resistance on that 200 on the 1-minute at 7.9. All right, we've broken. There you go. 7.87, 7.89. All right, 7.88. All right, so we see this above here. I want to go to the 1-minute so we can see how it's acting at the 200. Okay, so coming up here. Oh man, this is gonna be fun. All right, so we're gonna find resistance here. Gonna find it. All right. You'd have to have like a catalyst, a huge amount of volume to push that up and through there really, really fast. All right, so here we go. All right, it would be beautiful if this, it's not gonna, I don't firmly believe that's gonna stay on top of the 200, but it'd be beautiful if we could do this on the 200 on the 1-minute here, and that would entail doing the same thing on the 50 on the 3-minute, making this process a lot quicker. 50's curling. Here we go. 50's curling. That's what we want. Huge spike up because of that. All right. We sat above the 200 People are finding that very bullish. You're going to pick up volume on the buys now side. We are at 7955. I am currently down $13, down $5. It's updating as we go. Here we go. All right. Oof, man, this is fun. All right. So I'm down $3. I'm going in between. It looks like I'm at that 7-9 range for my average. All right, so I'm going to fluctuate in that for my average right now, but that's not what I'm looking for. This is going 80s. Okay, this is going 80s for sure. We're going to be looking, in my opinion, we're looking at a solid run here, very soon on Poly. Okay, based on everything we're seeing here, in my opinion. All right, in the next hour plus or so, we're going to be seeing a breakout. And actually, I can't stay on much longer. I got to get ready. I'm going over to my siblings. There you go, my brother's place. See my family. So, you guys got me for probably another 5 or 10 minutes. I mean, this is fun, guys. Look at this going right now. Beautiful. Look at the spike. Here's the volatility. This is what we're looking for. All right. So, we're getting these huge punches up right now. Beautiful. Let's see what it's doing to the 30. Look at the 50 starting to curl. All right, just curious. All right, yeah, see the 200? It is completely running parallel right now, which is beautiful. Look at this. All right, man, this entryway down here was beautiful. Beautiful buy. All right, we're at highs. I am now at a positive $12. All right, let's go over to the 3-minute chart. All right, looks like we're going up even more. Okay, looks like we sat around the 50. People are just pushing this up. Look at the 50. The 50 is curling up so hard now. Oh, there we go. $22 profit, $28 profit. Keep going, baby. All right. So this is what we want to see. Here's those huge spikes we were waiting for. All right. So we saw it coming. It just everything works together, and you just gotta wait for this combination of everything to come through. All right. So um, knowing what I know on or it was just a simple mistake. I should have just popped out of there. It was just a learning curve. I just needed to look at the 21 MA. So we're getting a huge spikes here. This is great. All right, sitting above this 50, man, it would be beautiful to sit. But as we know, it's probably going to come down and sit on this 200 at 7.9 here. Um, maybe not. Maybe the volatility and people just think that this is ready to break and it'll go. I mean, this is really curling up. I mean, look at this thing. Hard curl. $37 profit right now. 34. Obviously, it makes no sense for me to sell thinking that this thing's going to come back down. I mean, you're going to see a huge rush of volume and volatility because people are getting their algos are coming through and everything. I'm not going to mess with that. If anything I'm doing is I would have more money freed up to buy a dip once it comes in because as we know, these large candles right here eventually lead to a pullback as well. All right, so let's see. I'm waiting for all of these indicators. Wow, did you see that, man? Whoa, the 3 minute just spiked up huge right here. So now we're probably going to get the slight pullback, okay? Because look, we got the 8 coming in close. The 21's a little further behind. Let's see. We're over the 200 here as well. We're waiting for these things to get closer. Stock showing, and this could stay in the over. I think this is an overbought territory. Um, but man, I just think the volume right here is going to make this thing skyrocket. Currently sitting at plus 35 right now, plus 41. Okay, kind of fluctuating within there. um, so yes, we are seeing this really about to take off. Really cool. Great learning moments here. Thanks for joining me here on a Saturday morning. Um, well, it's fun to do something and make some money on the weekend, right? All right, here's that pullback that we're talking about. All right, so I'm thinking that we kind of get on the top here. All right, we kind of do this and then pop above. Not a big deal. I'm just gonna wait it out. With the fees and everything, it doesn't make sense to sell and buy it because I'd go through. There's that strong sell. Completely expected this. Look at what it's bouncing off of. All right, now it's hitting the 21. This does not surprise me one bit at all. All right, so this is where I'd have the free cash up. Okay, and now I wouldn't buy right now. I'm gonna wait until I see where it's at. Okay, so we're bouncing off of the 50 right here. No surprise. Like I said, we already called that out. We definitely see that coming. That's not a surprise one bit. Okay. Just kind of wait and see. I mean, it's bouncing up. People can just I mean, look, 50 screaming up. Soon as the 21 starts screaming up with the 8, this thing's gonna freaking fly. Be nice to make a couple $100 today. All right, especially after last week. All right, here we go. Holding that 50. I mean, look at the wick on this thing. All right. Buyers are outdoing the sellers right now because they know what's coming. Blast off is imminent. You don't want to miss takeoff. So I could have sold here, and then I would have to quickly buy here. Look how fast it jumped back up, and then you got the fees coming into play. It wouldn't have been a smart play. Okay, that's why I held. Plus, it's a long swing for me, a longer swing for me, not a very long swing. I'll play it till the indicators roll up, and then once the indicators show sell signals, then I'll sell. But right now, I mean, there are so many buy signals going on based on what we see. Look, we got the 21 coming over the 200, and then we got the 50 going to come over that. And then once the 200 on the 1 minute flips up, then we're talking about go zone for the 1 minute, and then we're looking at the 3 minute. And then the 3 minute we're looking at it is we got the 50 curling up. Look at 200's already go, so we don't even have to worry about that. Three and beyond the 200 is already a go. So we are just looking at the 50, the 8, and the 21, and you can see these are all starting to move up very hard. This is going to run beautifully today, beautifully. All right, so Polly is breaking out. This is fantastic. All right, let's look at Twitter right now. Looks like I got one. Okay, so going through, cuckoo. All right, here goes Polly. All right, just waiting for it. All right, send out a tweet. Let's do Polly, give it a little eyeball action here. Eyes and throw out a rocket. Let's have a little fun. I hope you all having a good Saturday morning. All right. Once again, thanks for tuning in. Just getting ready to bow. All right, let's see here. Gotta hit a couple of my buds. Let's see. All right, just waiting for this consolidation right here before it goes. Look how this is coming over. All right, just waiting patiently. All right, so even more pronounced. We're working basically on a pennant right here is going to be forming, and then you're going to see a huge spike right here soon. All right, let's waiting on this golden cross coming in. I mean, we've seen how powerful the 200 MA is. All right, and it's the strongest indicator, so it's extremely important. All right, extremely important that we keep an eye. Oh, I gotta give my boy Frankie a direct message. Frankie Trades, if you're not following him, definitely follow Frankie Trades. He's been hitting me up with these crypto plays that have really spiked, like literally minutes before. Really, really great. So Frankie, my turn. Now I got to pay back the favor. All right. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Getting super close. Look at all these, man. Once these come over top, I think the in the 1 minute over the 200 or the 50 MA over the 200. Look, I mean, we're so close. All we need is this. We're looking basically at, an 11:30, 11:40, just like blast off. All right. This thing is just pent up and is absolutely, in my opinion, going to freaking explode. Let's do a check-in on my profits. All right, so basically I was down what, 80 bucks, I think I said. I think it was down to 100 at one point. Bought the dip, brought it up. Right now I'm sitting at looks like 27.32. As we wait for it to go, I'm fully expecting a couple $100 today based on what I am seeing. Yeah, man. No problem. Like I say, I try to get back to all of you. All of you. You guys tweet out me or tweet at me or whatever. I want to make sure that I have the chance to interact with y'all. I've had a lot of people DM me. I try to get back as quickly as I can. I really do appreciate it. Hey, Glazier, have a great day, man. You're absolutely welcome. All right, so this is super, super, super fun, and I enjoy doing it. So let's get let's get some trend lines going here. If my computer will allow me to do this. All right, get a trend line. Boom. Okay, so what I'm seeing here, man, I got a really good computer too. I'm absolutely shocked that it's doing this. All right, just got a lot going on. It's hilarious. Alt T. All right, Alt T. Boom. Sucker ain't gonna get me. Hey, come on. There we go. All right, so if you guys want to know, Alt T creates a trend line. All right, so it's kind of just, I can't really work off of a pennant here. What I am going to do though is I'm going to delete that one. Okay, Alt T, put it from here. Once it breaks above there, we're going to see an absolute crusher. It's going to be great. All right, so look at the consolidation for the last several minutes. I mean, just sideways action here. That's literally all we are waiting for to come through. All right. Broke above this. Let's move that trend line out of here. No reason to have this one anymore. Okay, no reason to have that one anymore. I'm all about decluttering. Okay, so all we're looking for it to do is find support somewhere on these moving averages and then bust up and beyond. Literally just a waiting game right now. We know what's coming. It's going to be beautiful. Look how close we're getting here. So we're looking at the 8 moving average. Probably it hits. 5 minute is the final. Look, we got the 8 coming over. 21's the final one on the 5. So, I'm going to push it to, I'm just going to say 11:45 to noon. Okay. So, um, obviously I can't stay on this that long, but look, the 8 curling up. All right, we're going to start getting some buy zones. Okay, so look, the blue line on my MACD that I'm pointing at is a once it comes up and over there, it's a bullish push. You can see it's coming right there. Stochastic is telling us that it's a go zone right there. It's a momentum indicator. Separation is continuing up on the 30-minute. I mean, this thing is a beaut. I mean, we just spiked up really hard. Now we're just consolidating, and then boom. So what I would do here on the 30-minute is I do see this. Okay, so what I'm going to do is put this here, okay, because we're going to get it, in my opinion. So what we're going to probably do, all right, all right, 7, 8. That's definitely possible. All right, so we're either going to break up above this here, or we're going to get rejected, come down, touch, and then boom, in my opinion. All right, so let's see. I wouldn't be shocked if we broke out of this, um, or if we got either way. We see it coming. I mean, look. All right, golden cross on. So the golden cross on the hour is the last one. Sorry. So yeah, we are a couple of ways from a huge breakout. Um, I thought that was already there. Totally forgot. So yeah, but that's going to happen in several hours. I'm going to look at my phone and just be like, oh, cool. Got one coming in on the 30-minute. It's going to happen at 11:30. And it's just going to be a chain reaction of greatness. All right. Reaction of absolute, utter greatness. Look how these are both moving up together. All right. This is just looking freaking beautiful. All right. Now, 5-minute. We are currently got 2 minutes to go. This is definitely going to be more pronounced. People are going to start buying. Look at this. I mean, buy. That's what we're saying to the 70s here soon. Definitely the 60s. Um, all right. Here we go. Here's some pushing. All righty. Love it. Let's break above this pennant and just fly up. Let's get a breakout going. We're so close. All right, look at this. So we are coming up on many different breakouts showing here. All right, so let's go to the 1 minute. I mean, everything is just so close. Golden cross is coming in on the 1 minute chart, probably by the end of the hour. Not well, obviously by the end of the hour. I meant by 11:30 Eastern time, in my opinion, because 15 marks. Here you go. If we get any strong pushes, it'll be up faster because the 50 will get more of that. But as you can see, we're getting that resistance right here at this 816 level. Look at the tops right here. It hasn't really been able to break. So if we're able to break that and go, that's a very bullish sign. So we're currently sitting at it right now. If we can push and break out of here, that means we're going to break out of the pennant, and that means we're going to have a huge bullish push. Check in on our update on profits. I'm showing $40 profit right now. All right, and we haven't even started the breakout yet. All right, $40 profit, no breakout. $41 profit, no breakout yet. Okay, still waiting on it. Beautiful. All right, we are going to the 5-minute chart. I just want to take a peek at this because it just hit 5 minutes. All right, what are we sitting at? Look at this beaut. All right, 8236. Here we go, everybody. Woo woo. All we're waiting on the 5 is that 21 to come up and over, and we are go zone for that. We are look at that. Look at that. Curling up. Absolutely beautiful. Look, MACD's curling. Indicator right there. All right, that's to me, that's an indication for me to definitely buy. All right. There was so many indicators. We were going through it. Okay, now look, we got that golden cross right here on the 30 coming in for sure. Because even though, all right, we were a little bit away, any SP increase is going to move the 50 up. Okay, and it gets it closer. So it's even going to be more pronounced here at the 11:30 time frame. Okay, so as we're going through here, all right, very good. All right, this is looking great. Absolutely fantastic. All right. So, um, pennant definitely above on the 15. Let's check the hourly. Hourly, beautiful. All right. So we are above the pennant. Okay. Above the pennant. We just need to hold above it. All right. We just want to hold above the pennant on the hourly. I mean, look at this. Profit $56 right now. So many crossings coming in at the same time. Look at this. Okay. This is the 3 minute. So I bet you this happens the same time as we get the golden cross on the 15 minute. Or, well, sorry. Was that the 30 minute? No, it was 15. No, it was 30. Sorry. Right here. Bet you we get it on the end of at 11:30. So 11:30, I'm going to sign off. Um, and go through. So if you want to watch this is why TradingView is beautiful and why I love it. It's because you get crypto charts too. You get crypto scanners. You get stock scanners on it. You get all of these things right there, and it works beautifully. I found this based on this crypto scanner right here. Look, all right, showed you at the beginning. If you popped in late, all right, I showed you the filters to use. All right, you can use click on the exchange that you use. Okay, I use Coinbase. All right, I find the fees to be relatively low. All right, they have a very wide selection. Okay, I'm also looking for volume. We're going back in here, so I think I put it at like 5 million volume, average volume, put it a million. Um, and then what else did I do? Volatility. All right, so I'll come down and I'll find volatility. Might have already passed it. There you go. Volatility. Okay. Um, oh, you know what? I already checked that on my settings, and I'll show you all how to do that too. Bum, bada, bum. All right, so moving average rating was another one. We wanted a strong buy. Okay, so I clicked only strong buys. Here you go, moving average, strong buy. Um, ooh, patterns. I haven't even seen this one. Ah, so these are all of those candles I was telling you about, okay, so that you could do. But basically, I went through here, just did this, then X'd out, and then if you hit these three lines right here, you can click what you want. Like, I don't do Bollinger or anything like that. What I went down to is I was finding volume and volatility. Those were two huge ones that I was looking for, because you need volume and volatility to go through. And look what pops up on the strong buy indicator, right? Poly right here, okay? We're getting volume, okay? Volatility is massive. So if I click on volatility and I want the highest percentage, look, it's at the top. All right, you need those spikes and you need that volume, all right? And then I think CVC looks really good too. But based on what we were seeing, all right, this was checking all my boxes that I wanted to see. All right, it just took a little longer. But who cares if we're making money, right? So let's see here. Let's go back to Poly. Sure, we're going to find some resistance. We got to have some pullbacks making those steps. All right. Getting really close to a MACD crossing on the 15. Once that happens, you'll get a lot of buy indicators for people. Notice how we're starting to come back into the pennant a little bit. Not surprised at all. This crossing is getting very close as we're only 11 minutes away, about to be 10 minutes away. Let's go up and hit the 1 minute as we're about to hit that, and we'll check the 5 too. Golden cross on the 1 minute is confirmed. All right, so we are completely bullish on the 1 minute chart right here. And that's look at the volume spikes. Okay, so volume spikes coming in very hardcore, finding a little resistance on the 8 right here. Sure, it's coming from another chart though. Um, as we're going through, we should see a spike up in here. Look how close we are from touching on the 3 minute of the 21 above the 50. The 200 is below, so we are good to go. This is going to absolutely explode, in my opinion, soon. It's beautiful, beautiful. All right, so let's go to the 5 minute. 5 minute, we're looking over here. All right, all goes. We're just waiting for the 21 to come over here. 200's all the way at the bottom. So this is the last one on the 5 minute. We're getting super close to that as well. 15-minute chart. All right, look, kissed off beautifully. We are already bullish on the 15-minute. Okay, waiting for the bullish crossing on the MACD of the 15-minute. Now let's go over to the 30-minute. Okay, 30-minute. All right, golden cross incoming at the end of the half hour. So 11:30 Eastern Standard Time. Looking for that bullish crossing to be confirmed. They're touching right now. And then a couple hours from now. Okay, so we're looking probably, depends how much of a spike we get here. If we get a huge spike, it could be within an hour or two. Look how much closer they're already getting. Okay, and we haven't even hit the hour. So in the next 2, 3 hours, maybe 4, we'll definitely get that bullish crossing as well. Remember, it's going to go up, it's going to come back down, and then we're going to really, really be pushing hard. Let's do a test back in on our profits right now as they're fluctuating. Currently up $53 right now, $53. So let's go hit up the 1 minute. Look at what we're at. We're above the 8 now. Okay, fully expecting an explosion coming soon. Let's get rid of this trend line because there's no longer needed. All right, let's hit up the 3 minute because we're probably coming in really close to a 3 minute. That's on 24. Yeah, so we're a minute and a half away from really. Oh, here you go. Look, crossing right here, and we're literally a minute and a half away from getting that even more pronounced. And that's a final one on the 3, so we should start seeing this thing blow. All right, 250 right now in profits. There it goes. It's gonna spike up some profits. All right, come on, come on, come on. All right, and now we are looking very, very close to a breakout. So we got 1 minute left on the 3 minute chart. So as soon as we're down to a couple seconds, this thing's going to blast off, in my opinion. All right, so look over here. We've got some resistance up here, right at the 8365 level, 83625. All right, but it goes over this. This is gonna absolutely send this thing. It's gonna be beautiful, beautiful. All right, here we go. We've got 40 sec, or excuse me, 20 seconds hitting the 40. All right, so and then we'll move over and we'll check the 5. As you can see, it's already crossed, but it's going to be the 21's going to be up a lot more here once this cross once we hit the 24-minute mark. All right, 2, 1, watch it go. Goosh. All right, now we're good. All right, so let's take a look at all the MAs right here. Okay, MAs are very nice. 8, so we're at green, blue, yellow, purple. All we want is this 50 to start curling up with it. Okay, sure, we're going to find some resistance there, probably coming from another minute indicator. Green, blue, yellow, purple, perfectly fine. This will curl up. This is good. This is long term. This is what we want. Let's go to the 5 minute. All right, 5 minute, we're waiting on the 21 to come over the 50, which probably happens by noon Eastern time, and then it's already in the go mode. All right, and then we're looking for, let's see here, 15's a go. 15 is a go. We're just waiting for that MAC to go. 30. All right, look, touching. It's gonna confirmed in 6 minutes, and then in 6 minutes I'm gonna sign off. Um, as I've got places to be, places to be. All right, so this will be the golden cross to really send that up because the higher we get in time frame, the higher, the stronger it is, and the more buys we're going to get. So we're waiting here, probably a 2 to 4 hours away for the golden cross on the hourly, long-term golden cross. All right, so we are going to watch the 30-minute golden cross. Let's see how this affects, all right, the 1 minute, okay? Heavy, heavy sell pressure because, we're building those steps as we're going through. No surprise, we're going to find MAs acting as support. Okay, look, sitting on the 21 on the 1 minute, acting the 8 on there as well. Okay, we've got the 5 minute. We've got the 8 as well, holding that trend, coming on up. 15-minute. All right, curling up. 30-minute. All All right. 30-minute is what we are waiting for right here. For 3.5 minutes until that is confirmed. Okay. So I'll come back. We'll look at that in a second. Once we get down to the minute, I really want to get that action while we have it. Okay, really waiting for these two to start curling up together. Um, they're already making that upward trajectory. It's just going to take, 30 to an hour for these things to really curl up and go. It's going to be a beaut. It's going to be a beaut. Excited. Flipping excited. All right, so getting there. Got 3 minutes left. 3 minutes. Look at this trend bouncing off the trend line. All right, that's why. All right, there it goes below the trend. It's fine. Completely normal. All right, completely normal. All right, let's go to the one. 50 is acting as support. Just keep an eye on this, as we will probably get this kind of action right here, where we kind of go like cross below and then above. Exciting. Currently sitting at 17 profit. All right. Nice, Mercy. Look through that chart. Look at the hourly MACD on that chart. While we're waiting, this is probably going to hold at the 50, 200, the lowest. All right. So I firmly believe we're going to see some resistance. Okay. We're going to find some resistance at this 200, just like we're learning right now. You got this cross coming in. So keep in mind about that with toner. Okay. This is going to hit some resistance right here. Okay. So what will happen is we'll get this kind of this buy zone right here, and it'll kind of do this. All right. Right up here, and then it'll come back and do it again. So we've got to break these. We have to have these trends come around. So if I'm a buyer of toner come next week, all right, I would be swinging it, all right, as a buy, all right, because you have the 200 on top, all right. It's just going to take some time, but it's fine. It's just like I said, look at the 200. It's up here very high. All right. So what we're gonna find is it's gonna hit the support. So a sell up here and then comes back down in the buy, and it's just gonna kind of bounce in this room. Remember, retail, we're pawns. The market makers control everything. Your little here and there swing's not going to make a huge difference compared to the tens of millions of dollars that these people are, millions of dollars as they go. We're going to find resistance up here at the 90s because of the 50. And then once these work together and come up, it's just going to take some time, all right? But there's definitely some great indicators, because remember, we go to the weekly, all right? We go to the weekly, look at those indicators, all right? Beautiful, all right? Daily, okay? We've got this coming, but it's done it before, all right? Done the same thing before and come up. So what we want to see is it come up and above, all right? Now let's go back to our poly. Hey, what do you know? 50 bounced off. All right, no shocker there. All right, so it looks like we hit the 11:30 mark. Let's check everything out real fast. I'll probably hold on for a minute or two just to watch this turn around on the 1 minute. Um, Actually, no, I got to get going. But yeah, this is probably 21 will act as support too. But remember, we've got the bullish cross right here. We want the 50 to turn up, which will once the 5 minute curls up as well, and these go up and above. So it's going to take a little bit of time. It's going to come up, going to come down a little bit. But overall, I see this making a huge push later in the day in a couple hours. We'll start getting some spikes again, in my opinion. Notice how it came back inside the wedge. That doesn't surprise me at all. All right, because we're waiting on this. So what will probably happen, what are we sitting at wedge-wise? All right, 77. Okay. Yeah, don't know. I don't know because I think they would want to keep these moving. Look at the max. They're getting really tight together. We could see down and then up. I really like what I see on everything else, and we're just waiting for these to kind of come in. I still like blast off. Still like it, but we're gonna have to keep an eye. We really want this 50 to start curling up, and to do that, we need some buys. It's flattened out right now, which is fine, but we want it to come up. We want this to act as support and to bump it up. Probably hold or break it. Let's see. As we're going. Yep, I gotta go getting things. All right, so currently at a profit is 16.13. Continue to hold. I think this is a long swing. I was down 100 at some point and now positive, so it's pretty far. 88 to 2. Hey, I won. 88 had a huge bump run. So definitely a possibility back up to there. I think they were just having that kind of pullback. So 88 would definitely be going to doing a nice run here. Let me look at the weekly real fast. All right, so we're just squeaking in there. All right, we got to keep the 200 up below. All right, so we want to sandwich in here, and then hopefully we break up and above. So yeah, I mean, as long as we're coming up, back up and above this 200 up here and not sliding down, yeah, definitely for ADA. All right. All right, everybody. I hope everybody has a fantastic weekend. Be safe out there. Let's make some smart decisions. We are sitting on the 1 minute here. Notice how it's holding the 50. We really want to hold this 50 to really push up this SP right here. So hope everybody does well. Check out your trading view if you're using it. Keep an eye on the chart. If you're learning this weekend, you'll learn a lot from these short-term charts as you're watching them, and then go into the longer frames, look at the moving averages, look at the MACD crossings. If they're on the negative side, it means that the short-term moving averages are beneath like the 50 or the 200. They come above them. Okay, they're on the positive side. So it's really good when they're on the positive side. Look, we're getting a lot of buys here. Of course, we're going to find some resistance right here at first, but once this curls up and goes, it's going to be beautiful. Currently sitting at $21 profit. I'll fill you all in via tweet once I decide to sell. $29 profit. We're getting a huge spike up right now. It's too exciting to go. So there we go. All right, I fully believe that we're going to break up right here. I mean, everything is showing indications of an absolute breakout, in my opinion. Has to come back above here. 5 minute. All right, see here. So we're looking probably noonish, a little more. It just depends on how much of a push we get from here. If we get a push up to 8.3, 8.4, this is going to push it up a lot faster. So, I'm going to say 12 o'clock on this right here. Maybe maybe a little past at 12:30. It just depends on what we do here. We've already done this before. It could do this and here, but these were different. The indicators were different here. Okay, look how these were all going down. All right, now they're all going up. Okay, up. Look what they do when they're going upwards together. That's why trajectory really matters. Okay, we really need them to work together going upwards. Okay, when they go downwards, they go down. When they go up, they go up. So that's what we're trying to hold. We want to hold these in the upwards direction, bounce off of here. All right, so keep an eye on that if you're learning today. Remember the hourly. We're waiting for that golden cross later in the day. Fully believe that this is going to push up. I could be incorrect, but we'll see. All right, everybody, I'm signing off. I've got it recorded. It should upload automatically if you came in, and I will catch you all later. Have a great weekend.